Okay, on number 1B, we need to come up with a quadratic equation that will give the graph below and identify all the key features. I'm going to start with the key feature because we already have the graph, so the key features should be pretty easy to find on this graph. The domain for any parabola, since it goes on forever to the left and forever to the right, is going to be the same. So that is going to be from negative infinity to infinity for the domain. The range, if you remember, the range would be the lowest comma highest would be the range. And what's the lowest point that this hits? The lowest it hits, and we're talking about up and down, is negative 12. And what is the highest it ever hits? It goes up forever, so it goes to infinity. So my range would be negative 12 to infinity. Oh, and that's including negative 12, so I got to have the bracket on negative 12 because it does include negative 12. All right. My vertex is down here at the tip. It's 1, negative 12. They give it to us. So that is 1, negative 12 is the vertex. My y-intercept, I can see it right here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's negative 9. So my y-intercept is 0, comma, negative 9. You had to count it to find it. The x-intercepts are negative 1 and 3 right here. They give us those very clearly. So that would be negative 1, 0, and 3, 0. All right, our axis of symmetry is right here in the middle, and that is the x value of the vertex. So that would be x equals 1. So let's find the equation now. And remember, to find vertex form right here, you do vertex form. The first thing I'm going to do is find the standard form. So I'm going to find standard form real quick. And I'm going to do that in the calculator. And so what I'm going to do is bring up my calculator. Oh, before I do the calculator, I'm going to show you the steps, and you can write these notes down or take a picture if you need to. And these are the steps to find the equation in the TI Nspire. So the part 1 is to start a new spreadsheet in your calculator. So I'm going to start a new spreadsheet in the calculator. So I'm just going to make a new document and add list in spreadsheet. And then it says label the first column X and the second column Y. So I'm going to label this first column X and the second column Y, like that. And then it says input your 3 points. My 3 points are negative 1, 0, 1, negative 12, 3, 0. All right. So I've got that. And once I do that, I've got my 3 points. See, the step 4 says go to menu, number 4, statistics, number 1, calculations, and number 6, quadratic regression. So I'm going to do that. Menu, number 4, number 1, and then number 6, quadratic regression. And then I'm going to use this middle button right here to select the X list for X, and then I go down to Y, use the middle button right there to select the Y list, and that's the only 2 you have to do, so you can just scroll down and hit OK. And there's my formula. A is 3, B is negative 6, C is negative 9. And so when I go back to write my formula, remember it is ax squared plus bx plus c, which, if I bring it up on the calculator, that would be 3x squared minus 6x minus 9. Minus 9. And that is my standard form equation. All right. So to do vertex form, you got to remember the vertex form general equation is a times x minus h squared plus k, where h, and remember hk is the vertex. So remember, the vertex is 1, negative 12. So that would be y equals, our a value is 3. 3 times x minus 1 squared, because h is 1. And then minus 12, because it's a negative 12. So minus 12, and that would be my vertex form. It'd be 3 times x minus 1 squared minus 12. And that's y equals. All right. So my factored form, so factored would be y equals, and it would be a times x minus I1 times x minus I2 where I1 and I2 are your x-intercepts. They're your intercepts. So it would be a times x minus 3. That's one of the intercepts, is 3. X minus 3. And then x minus negative 1. So if I were to rewrite it, it would be a is 3. 3 times x minus 3 times x plus 1. See, that's x minus negative 1. That would be x plus 1. All right, so that is number 1B on your review.